share with all of your friends and lovers, ex-lovers, I don't know, side whatever
that
it
failed
is.
relationship. You know that person you've been wanting to text? Send them our video. Start with that.
And
Open
tell them,
conversation.
hey, they made me think about you.
Yeah.
Hi, the person that sent you this video wants you to know that they're interested in you and might want to put their finger in your. Hit them up.
Or they want you to put it in theirs.
You should really
They have bad credit.
That's also a good warning.
Start dancing like a white girl.
Wait, keep doing it because it goes to my music too.
Does it? This white girl dance like
fucking Kitty Pryde and Rogue in that one episode.
Then they go lower
their hair, and then
You know, I did see a post that was like, honestly,
shout out to all the people in Beyond doing that shit, weirdos.
I mean, I was gonna say that type of dancing isn't even that bad. I think it's just what makes it awkward is people that like think it's awkward. It's like
it's the thing is, if you're sober and you see that, you're just like, what in the fuck? What movie is this? And it's just someone
feeling themselves,
like someone's pupil like this big, and they're just like.
Oh, like
why are you so good at it though?
I think it's the difference between
dancing, bro.
Just revving it down to like having your hair up in the air or like hands up in the air, just kind of like twisting and moving with the music. That one I'm okay with, but when it comes to like,
that's the one you see all the time.
Oh my god!
And it's always from the neck. It's always from here first. They start.
I'm like,
this music making me feel romantical.
They go from the back of the neck and they're like, I'm horny.
Oh my god!
Babe, let me suck you dick.
Hey, whoa!
That's shit. Tell me that shit don't happen at the raves, bro.
Hey,
tell me that shit don't happen.
No, because they're like this. They're like,
oh my god.
Ew.
Yeah, they ain't sucking shit.
This is how they be doing.
Ew, bro.
And they have their shades on.
Ew.
Damn,
all right. Anyway,
I don't know where my shades are at.
We don't need to fuck them. Anyway, hello, welcome to the episode of Heard from a Friend podcast. We are your three favorite idiots. First episode. My name is Richard. That's Lee. That's Steve. Welcome. For people who've been here, I don't know if you checked it out already. Hopefully you did. Last week we had our first IRL episode. We were all under the same fucking roof, and
under my roof.
What happened?
I didn't like it.
Me neither.
I did not like it. I didn't like the lighting. I didn't mind. I didn't mind
like the whole thing.
Well, he enhanced it, I think, just so we could have like the whole like St. Patrick's Day thing.
No.
Like the lighting, it looked like there was a green filter over it.
Yeah, I tried.
I know you're fucking with both.
I tried saving it. No, I didn't. There's no way I fucking put a green hue on everything.
Yeah.
I thought you enhanced the green in it because it looks enhanced. That's why I was like, he must have done that.
I did mess around with colors. I messed around with colors to try to, make it not as green, but as much as I try to do that, then it just washed our faces away. Yeah, and it was just a mess because I don't know. We had an iPhone and my camera.
Yeah,
and it was a lot of trying to get around, like trying to make them look somewhat balanced, but it really didn't work.
Right, trying to work with the tech, but like the tech would have worked if the outer or if like the in-person stuff was working, but like neither factor was helping one another. Right. So it just kind of made it complicated.
Yeah, that's my fault. I should have, because my camera has stuff already like settings changed so that it looks like this for if you're watching the video. Otherwise it would just look a lot more pale and stuff like that. And I completely forgot to change that back so that it'd be more neutral, and then I could just change it in post, but oh well, live and learn. That's what I said. That's the whole episode. Live and learn.
Overall, for some people, like they were like, it was cool. They're like they enjoyed seeing us more in person than anything.
Yeah.
They were one of my friends was like, well, you actually look like the host for the first time. I was like, that's fucked up, but I was like, whatever. But yeah, like the feedback I got was just like that. It looked like we had a green hue on it, and then there was that buzz that I was just like, I tried
so hard to get rid of it.
I wonder what that's from, though.
I did notice the buzz a little bit, but I didn't really hear it near the tail end of the pod of the recording, unless I just like.
I think you just tuned it out.
I think you subconsciously took it out. Yeah.
Yeah. In which case, I mean, I didn't really like it's like my whole point was it didn't really bother me too much. Like at some points, because when I was hearing it, don't watch it. In my opinion, don't watch it.
Please watch it.
I don't like the way that I look personally. I think like overhead lighting is not my friend. Clearly with the lighting that I put on myself.
Bro,
here.
my forehead looks so shiny.
Dude, yeah. Oh my God. I look so dry, and then I look so dark with my hat on. I was like, why is my hair look like that? Everything about it, I was just oh,
that has a lot to do with like lighting for sure, obviously. Yeah. And then obviously like our equipment's not like, we're not fucking like big podcast channels that have that equipment yet.
When we go to the next spot, I'm going to bring a table. I'm going to bring my little backdrop that I have. I'm going to see if I can buy like an orange, like some type of background so we could put behind us to counterbalance the colors. I'm gonna see if my dad has some lights that we could borrow from his photography days, because I saw it and I was like, okay, so I know what I want now. Mm-hmm. Like actually being able to see it. It's like lighting
in person looks very different for sure.
Yeah. I want lighting, I want color balance, I want something I need a table. Yeah. Guys, I looked at myself, I was like, God damn, maybe I have some body dysmorphia, because I looked at myself, I was like, bitch, you do not look like that normally.
You do have body dysmorphia. We all do. That's a normal thing for everybody.
Yeah, I have that shit too. I mean, I look at myself. Listen, okay, not to be like
everybody does.
I hate myself or I look fat or whatever. Looking at it, I was like, oh my God, when you're like walking around your everyday life or at home, you do not look like that bitch. What the hell is going on? So I vented to. So I've been hanging out a bunch with some new friend group. They're super straight. They're like just super straight. And they're like the straights in the sense of like they make the whole like gay joke thing, and they'll take it like it's like every other guy group, and then there's one girl beside like a girlfriend or a wife or whatever. Then there's me. It's like it's the cycle. It happens all the time with me. So I've been hanging out with them, and then I'll hop in here and hang out with you guys and straight. And even my East Coast friends, when I do hang out with them, straight. And I hadn't been hanging out with my gay friends lately. So yesterday I saw two of them were on. I played like 2 games of Valorant because Clove, the new agent, came out. Super fun. And I saw them hop on, and I was like, oh my God. I messaged them like, do you guys want to play ARAMs? Do you want to play League of Legends? They're like, yeah. I was like, oh my God, yes. I need this energy. I need it. And I hung out with them, and I told them like, guys, I watched the episode. I look so ugly. And they're like, no. They're like, no. I was like, yeah. And then they like, I described the scene to them, and I told them about the lighting, and immediately everybody was like, babe, it was overhead and cold lighting. I was like, yeah. I look terrible. And they're like, Lee, that lighting does wonders for nobody. I was like, okay, that's fair. But then I like looking at it, and then they're going beyond that. Like I came back to it today. So I watched a little bit of it yesterday just to kind of like, I don't know about you guys, but I had like nerves in the sense of like, oh, I can't wait to see it. Like for you guys, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's the excitement. It's a little bit of the nervousness because it's also something that you're a part of. Mm-hmm. So I was like, oh shit. And then watching, I was like, okay. Little disappointed, but in a sense, but also kind of like understandable, because like we've been saying, it's our first time doing it in person. I talked to a friend recently, just we're having a life talk, and he was telling me about some difficulties he was having that have led him to where he's at now. But one of them was a friend group that he did a podcast with also. Oh. But their thing was that they started in person trying to record on a singular microphone connected to a laptop in one room.
Yeah, some people start a lot worse.
Yeah, so I was thinking to myself, I'm like, oh man,
a lot of people have done that. So that's
totally can't do that.
That's the thing that I wanted to avoid the most when we did online. We could have done online IRL forever ago with super worse stuff than we used. Like, listen, our stuff isn't the best, but we could have literally just gone in there, just recorded off of one of Steve's our laptops or something.
Fucking
we could have literally used just the fucking webcam on Steve's laptop, and that was it. If we wanted
like we were recording a fucking MySpace
literally video. A fucking Skype meeting,
looking like we're on Omegle and shit.
Like a Skype meeting.
I wouldn't mind Steve's angle with like a nice countertop table at the very bottom of it, that kind of lighting in the back, and then we just are kind of like just centered really nicely, all three of us. That would be nice, like something like very talk showy a little bit, but we're all the hosts at the table, not just.
I know
fighting for.
I know how I want it layered out, and I know
Jimmy Fallon
how to tackle it in a sense like better for next time. But the thing is, we did just kind of want to be like, you know what, we've given ourselves an excuse of just like wanting to be prepared or whatever for way too fucking long. We just had to start somewhere, and it
was nice to dip our feet.
Yeah, I went through the footage, I think last Friday, something like that, and I was looking at it and I was just like, fuck me. You know, it is what it is, but whatever. And then as I was going through, I was trying to fix as much stuff as I could, and it was just a lot of like, man, like, well, maybe we should have just paid attention a little bit more to this and that. But I was like, you know what, at the end of the day, fuck it, we know better. We're gonna have another background or location next time. That I'm not blaming this on Steve's space whatsoever, but I'm just saying like we have a space completely where we can just set out or lay out everything that we want, you know.
Right. And I feel like we'll feel more comfortable. Not that I didn't feel comfortable in Steve's place. It was just like I felt like it like I said in the recording, baby's first podcast, like it kind of felt like that vibe.
Yeah, like
we're just three dudes that it's literally the most baby's first podcast that Googled a little bit.
Listen. Like, it wasn't great. It was not great whatsoever. Compare that to our actual first episode, though. I'd take it.
Oh yeah, I'll take it. I'll take that as our first episode over that. That episode was dude. I've seen it because I've gone back to it. I genuinely fucking hate that episode. Like I see it and I'm like,
I haven't watched it.
I haven't watched it in a while either.
We're all so fucking awkward. We're so fucking weird. Everyone's so stiff and no one's trying to fucking move. Like everyone's robotic in how we talk. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, we all look terrible.
Again, gotta start somewhere.
This shit was like right like post COVID. I was like, damn, we look like we came out of the fucking vault and shit.
I think that's what I was getting to, is that it's just so baby's first podcast, but like we were at baby's first podcast when we did it and online, and I think you always gotta start somewhere, and even if it's a bad start, it's a start. Like Richard was saying, we've been talking about it for so long, and you just got to do it. And us as a group, that kind of just happens with us, unless one of us or all of us somebody always has to kickstart it, and for the group just be like, yeah, let's do it.
I think this one was more you that kickstarted it. Like you brought up the idea, you brought up the thing, most of it. Like we kind of just were like, fuck it, yeah, let's do it. Like it's there. We felt like it was the right time, but you kind of initiated that. You're like, yo, like, when are we gonna do this? When are we gonna do this? When are we? And I was like, we were like, fuck it, let's do it this day. This day, okay, cool. And then we're like, wait, we can't that day. All right, let's do this day. And we're like, all right, fuck it. Like we really went into the fuck it mindset, and we're like, let's just do it. Let's do it, and whatever comes out, comes out. And it's like I wasn't excited in the sense that I'm like, damn, like this is no like regards to like Rich's editing, because Rich edits perfectly fine through all our shit. But I'm like, I know the equipment that goes into like these things. I know the money that is required to get very high, like nice quality shit, even if it's like something simple. And that includes like lighting, cameras, and the microphones, you know, like everything else isn't that crazy, but that's the more where the value costs. So going into it, I was like, I knew lighting wasn't going to be the best. Like my room's good in lighting in the sense of my room, but it's not a fucking studio. It's not meant to record things like that, you know?
Yeah. Like,
and
we've all taken pictures in your space. Like pictures are like one thing, or like little videos, like those things of that sort. Oh yeah.
What do you mean?
I mean, I could post it in our group chat. There's
no. Anyway,
no. You know what? Keep that to yourself.
It's not inappropriate. I feel like I should like flavor it. The only reason why I'm being weird about it is because it's just me.
Was I asleep when you did this?
Yeah, it's me drunk as shit, and there wasn't enough room on the bed for me, and they pulled out an air mattress for me. So I'm like walking around because, dude, no, shout out to fucking Derek, because hence I wasn't sleepy and I was walking around. I'm not gonna say what specifically because I'm not gonna embarrass myself here.
Shout out to you, Derek.
All right.
Anyways,
I love you.
let's
But
fast
good,
forward
sister.
from this.
so my point is that it gets to the point where I'm just like taking pictures of myself, like, like in front of his mirror, and Steve is like in the background, just dead ass asleep. Like maybe you can see his blanket, like in the photos. The photos look great. His room, the lighting is great for photo taking, but I feel like for videotaping, like long content or things that we're trying to get multiple angles from, but with different quality
professional
hardware
recording. Yeah,
it just, you know,
that's not it. Yeah,
it's not it. You know,
let's take the bed out. Let's move some shit out. Take my closet out, and
put
then
in some like seating. Put in some more
and
lighting.
then maybe we could fucking make it happen. But
yeah,
not gonna happen.
No. So
I was thinking of rearranging this place. So tired of it.
I feel that. I want to rearrange my room too.
I just don't know where the fuck to move. Like I want my bed to have more light.
The second you move something, then that's when your brain will work. That's how I always do it.
I know, dude. But
once I move my desk or like a shelf, then I'm like, okay.
I told myself it's happening this weekend. I'm gonna fucking jumpstart and do it. The only issue is that I know I'm gonna jumpstart it, and I know there's a bunch of shit I need to move. And once I fucking move it, everything's gonna start moving into the middle. And I'm like, fuck, okay, now where do I plug everything? Where do I move these?
Right.
You know, like it was nice from start when I first remodeled the room because I knew exactly where I wanted things.
Right.
Now I'm just like, it's been a little over a year. I'm bored of this. Like I'm tired of my bed being right behind me. I want to use that fucking
wall?
No, not that wall. I want to use that fucking window. Like it's that window's sealed and closed and fucking I have my blackout curtain on it. Like I don't use it because
you're gonna look out the window. It's just some homeless dude like, hey, what you doing?
Hey, what you wearing?
Give him
nice shot,
dude. Speaking of homeless,
which shot?
Speaking of homeless, I saw a video that sparked my.
This could go either way right now. I'm sorry.
It was like how to get over like the basically like the homeless issue like on the streets.
Oh my God.
And someone said it, but people in the comments were like, wait, this isn't actually that bad of an idea. It was like start giving homeless people like fake counterfeited money.
Oh yeah, you sent it to me.
Yeah, I sent it to you.
God.
Okay.
So give homeless people counterfeited money, have them spend it, forcing them to go to jail and clean up. Because one, they'll have to detox, and then they get a bed, and then they get food. But it's like you're forcing them into a position where they can't.
What is it? It's like one of those like
just bad satire. But
it's very shitty satire.
I'm feeling my brain is like, trying to my brain's trying to lead it. But then I'm like, let go of that, like whatever part of thinking of your brain, and just think of like the deliver, like the joke itself. I'm like, that would work. That would. And
it
would. When I'm always like in my make believe world, why are we even doing, or why is even, or like, you know, just make believe world setting. So I'm like thinking, okay, in the make believe world setting where it's like, yeah, no shit, that works. Let them get in trouble, they get fixed up, they come back out. Welcome to society. Now we don't have to worry about some dude with a bucket full of
it's like
fucking shit splashing on people. That happened out here in
Shit
Hollywood.
in the middle of the street. Yeah, I saw.
Yeah, I think it was a bucket full of pee or something.
It was pee.
And he went up to this girl, and she was getting into her car. He pulled her out in Hollywood Boulevard or something like that, and he splashed it all over. And I think he did something. Nothing like super hardcore, but it was still very obviously very scary. And I think I don't know what else he did, but yeah, that happened out in Hollywood. So
sick.
Yeah, LA's got a really bad homeless problem, guys. That's why
New York
I've been almost murdered twice.
Yeah, I think
by homeless people. I've told you the story. I told you the first one of the Tame Impala one, and then the second one is like I forgot where I had gone with my nieces. We went somewhere, but point is, we got in the car and we were stopping by to at a gas station just to get like drinks or whatever, right? We get there. I go to the parking spots or whatever, not like an actual number or the pump. I went to the parking spot and I saw this lady. I'm pretty sure she was homeless or a druggie, something like that, one or the other. And she was basically there in front of me, but of where I had parked. Like she got in front. And I told them like, oh, wait, just give it a second. Let her leave. Just, you know, me being cautious, me being like, I don't want her to, you know, freak out or whatever. she she starts leaving, like she walks behind the car, and I was like, okay, like I'm just gonna wait a little bit until she passes as far as she can. Tell me why in the rearview mirror I look back and she's staring. She just stops and stares straight at the car, and I was like, what the fuck is she doing? And then she starts walking towards us, and I was like, nope. So I'm just like, reverse, get the fuck out of there. And I saw her just eye us as we left, like around the block, and I was like, I don't. Why does this happen? I don't. That look didn't look like she wanted money, bro. Maybe she wanted money, but she wanted way more than just money.
Oh my god, Jesus!
All right.
We're watching Dave Chappelle again.
On the realistic side of leave, or like my brain of like just being me, I see myself like we as a community and society, we pay for people, we pay for the fucking jail system and shit like that, a tax pocket, tax money. So I don't know how I feel about
we wouldn't see the difference, dude.
I don't know how I feel about paying for somebody's fucking treatment. Like I already got to worry about my own shit, my own money. God damn it.
Controversial.
Goddamn American.
Controversial. Do you guys support the death penalty?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
100%.
Why not?
Because the argument
they
is
want to bring it back, no? Oh wait, they just test run one of the new versions out here in California.
Yeah, I saw that one. I forget what it is.
We need a bitch in here that is gonna be a no or a yes. we need someone that isn't just like, you know what? Do people deserve to die? Hell yeah, they do.
Your niece is a no on that?
Dude.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure she's a yes, but I don't know who would be. I mean, but I'm saying like, people in general are. We
realistically don't know people.
I think, I think our generation and all states that we know friends from are like, yeah, no, this works.
We're friends with these people for very specific, various reasons, but like this general like viewpoint,
I think we all agree.
To play devil's advocate, I know people don't like the death penalty because a lot of cases, well, not a lot, but they're having cases where the person turns out to be innocent or
falsely accused.
Yeah, falsely accused.
Yes, I get that part. Yeah. But if you were like fucking as crazy as fucking Richard Ramirez, death penalty, like fucking off to the chambers or wherever the fuck they do in New York. See, no, they put him on the chair. Yeah, they electrified his ass.
I don't know. I'm not down for like extensive ways of killing someone. Death penalty stuff.
What do you mean extensive?
Extensive.
Extensive. Yeah, just like not over the top, kind of like just beyond. Okay, a little graphic, whatever. But beyond just shooting someone or just giving them like a drug to just die. Like I don't know, like. I feel like using the chair, using like a lot of money to like for like paperwork, like guys,
for the lever.
This person did something really bad. Just like
do something bad back to them.
Why are we spending so much money on it?
That's basically the theory.
Just do it. And I mean, like it just doesn't make any sense.
The devil's advocate behind me for that part, it's very expensive. Like you were talking about, you were talking about,
it doesn't have to be.
Well, you were talking about taxpayers' money, right? It's like a lot of our money like goes for like states that do have death penalty. They do put a lot of money into like
a lot of money.
But it's not it's not necessarily the act. Wait, it's not the act that is happening. It's the extensive time that they have serving. So they make them serve an X amount of time on death row, and then they get the fucking chair. Instead of it's like death penalty, cool. In about 2 days, you out. Like you're completely out, So you're evicted out your own body at this point.
Well, even then, like I know, well, at least from what I've heard is that what's the shit called? The injection, because death by injection or whatever.
It's
like
expensive.
The injection itself is expensive, and I'm like, why? Like what are we putting so that they die humanely or whatever? I'm they didn't fucking kill they didn't kill their victims humanely. Fuck them.
I think also
they're doing the cryogen thing.
If that's the case too, then like I mean, don't we all know like you're not supposed to drink a lot of alcohol and like with a cough syrup. I mean, why don't we like that's really cheap. That's a cheap way to kill someone, right?
Oh, that's for liver shutdown, bro.
There's like ways to just straight up kill someone, like home brew shit, and they just die because they had like a toxic reaction to stuff. And my
Your
point
body
is
doesn't react right to any of that.
my point is like you're just like there's faster and cheaper ways of killing someone, so we don't have to spend so much money on that.
But
so
it's not
that
humane.
kind of plan would work. I mean,
so this is why they're switching over to the cryo thing. They're basically freezing like they're freezing your insides, like they're putting the liquid into your body.
That sounds way worse.
They're freezing no, because your body goes into a state of paralysis and you don't feel it, and then it just fucking shuts everything out. Like your body just shuts out completely. Instead of spending so much money on
it's
the
like
fucking
if you were
injection.
being frozen to death in a sense.
Why is eternal cryo freezing cheaper than just straight up
science, bro?
Shooting someone? I don't know. What?
I don't know. Fauci.
I'm Fauci. What
you doing, baby? What you doing?
I'll just say, bro, they should bring back firing squad. I
That's
feel like that's
humane,
fair.
though.
I don't know. I think it's fair.
I agree with Richard. I don't really see the point in like really giving someone a chance to keep their humanity.
Is that for everybody then?
I mean, I think
like everybody gets a firing squad, because then you can't start picking and choosing. It's like, oh, but you know, he didn't fucking use a knife. He shot the person, so he shouldn't get firing squad. You get me? So it's like, do they all get it?
No, I just think a loss to life just equals. That's why I'm saying just one shot. I don't. Like,
I think we should move all these people into just like a deserted island and let them deal with it.
That's what I say.
Oh, you know what? You totally could do that, but I feel like then there is a good chance of like people getting off an island if you put enough people there. At some point, somebody's gonna know how to build a boat.
Yeah, but you know, put perimeters. It's just like the immigration boats, like ice up there. You cross.
I mean, yeah, you are right. Yep, that is true.
Put them in treacherous waters that don't fucking cross, like in Thailand and shit.
We could put them on fucking what's the name out here in
Escobar's Island?
No, the fucking
Alcatraz?
No, an island, like the actual, not island, but the one that's off the coast. I think in like Long Beach or Lake Elsinore or some shit like that. It's where people go.
Are you talking about fucking Castay? I mean,
Guantanamo Bay?
No,
it's out here. It's not a prison. It's out here. Fucking Catalina Island.
Yes,
no,
Catalina.
That place is nice. There's no danger there.
That's why. Give them Catalina.
No,
because those rich people can move out to fucking Palm Desert. They're old as shit and bright and shit. I was white as shit. Let them go out there.
They should just make a giant gauntlet out in all the desert space that we have and just throw them in there.
A game gauntlet?
No, just like gladiator gauntlet.
Low key. That sounds pretty.
I know
cool.
what you were doing there, but the viewers don't know what you're talking about.
We could announce it. Do you want to announce it or no?
I mean, no. Yeah, that was like the joke, and yeah, I mean, for the most part, we're gonna be making a video / stream. It's gonna be something we'll be making different content out of. It's gonna be a game gauntlet. Not to diverge too much from what we're talking about, homelessness and making them do Hunger Games, I guess.
That's not at all. That's not at all.
The homeless get counterfeited money so they can go to jail and clean themselves up.
Right.
The people, death row people get Hunger Games.
Death row people that in this this is all hearsay, but imagination world. We are operating in imaginative world.
This is all satire, by the way, for anybody.
Satire, imagination.
I should become president.
Grown up pretend time. That's what we're doing. Mind theater. Open up your mind theater. Instead of making Death Row do a gauntlet, you know, for the freedom or whatever, like the Death Race movie.
No, they don't get freedom, bro.
Death Race movie.
Never mind. They just straight up died. I guess whoever survives gets to go to the next one.
Bro. Yeah, like bring back like the gladiator arena, bro. Just throw them in. That's it.
Yeah.
1v1.
Either way, we're making a stream. A couple videos are gonna be called a gun gauntlet. It's gonna be made out of the gun gauntlet video. We're gonna be spinning a wheel with a couple games on it, and whatever game it lands on, we have to play. And once we are winners, we've won one game, or some games they're pretty big, and it's not impossible to get number one or to be the winner. It just would take so long. And I mean, like I said, we're gonna be streaming it, so maybe we might, you know, a stream is way longer than an hour long video on YouTube, so or 15 minutes or 20 minutes, depending on what content we put out of it. But yeah, so that'll be happening pretty soon. I'm pretty sure sometime in April, if not, you know, sooner than just sometime in the middle of April or some shit like that. Because we're all online people. It would just be gaming online with different personalities, voices, friends. So you guys will be able to hear some of the people we associate with. And they're pretty fun. They're pretty goofy. So I think it'll be a good time.
Yeah, we're reaching out to a few people. If we don't reach out to you, it's nothing against you. Just just people that come off of our heads right in the heat of the moment. But if you want to join, hit us up. Maybe
hit us up in the DMs. Put it in the comments if you want to recommend anyone too, because this wouldn't be the first time we do it either. So if anybody wants to join in on the next one, that would be cool. And if you guys have any recommendations for any like team-based games that are generally cheap if they're purchasable, because we don't want to break bank for something that we have like at least half of the games we're thinking of in mind already. So it'd be cool because then everybody else is on even footing with each other. So we could all have a little goofy newbie time. So back to Death Row though, the Death Row Gauntlet. So what happens to the person that lives in the end?
They get to go again. What you mean?
Yeah,
that's okay. That's what I assumed and was wondering.
Yeah, just get what's it called? What's that shit?
There's
no
rewards here, bro.
Bragging rights. That's all they got. Oh fuck. You waive. You basically, if you commit a heinous crime, you get caught and you get on death row. You're waiving you have no rights. So off to the fucking island to fight till you finish.
You took the rights from your victim, so now we take the rights from you.
Yeah. And
now you're a dictator.
And now fight that lion.
Now go fight that other guy.
Hearsay. Imagination. Satire.
But if I ever become president.
Steve for president, God no.
Look at that Guatemalan man.
Sorry, I'm not paying attention.
It's okay. I was gonna say
bigger.
We've had a tangerine man. We've had a sleepy man. Now we're gonna have a Guatemalan man.
A tangerine man.
Yeah.
And a sleepy man.
Well, I guess it'd be tangerine, sleepy man. Then I'm pretty sure we're gonna get a tangerine again.
I don't know.
Preparing myself for the most hostile, just to make it not so one-sided comment or opinion on it.
All right. Anyway.
Yeah.
All right. I only had one thing prepared for. I'm your host, by the way, but whatever.
Was it politics?
Really just no. But it's just it's not also the most bright thing either. I'm assuming you guys have seen the stuff that Nickelodeon documentary.
Bite on the Step.
That's what it's called. Yes. So I don't know. I just wanted thoughts. I just it's been kind of people talking about it, specifically about what's it called? Drake Bell, right? And all of this other stuff that they're saying we should have seen it on this or whatever the fuck. Well, I mean, we've been saying it for the longest. I know a lot of people have been like, Dan Schneider is fucking weird. All this, a lot of the stuff that he put out was very, very.
The video of him trying to apologize.
Yes,
bro. Oh my god, Dan Schneider, whoever his fucking PR team is, fire them or keep them on, because they're doing an awesome job making him just really be himself. Honestly, bro, holy shit, man.
I have no opinion to it. More or less just because it's like, as children, we watched these shows, we consumed it.
Right.
We had no idea, right? We can't say anything. But as we became more conscious adults, then we realized that shit's all creepy. Obviously, it's everyone's we should have everyone's we should have seen, but it's realistically, no one in our generation would have seen that. We were fucking kids.
None
we
of
were
us
all fucking kids.
I personally don't feel bad about consuming that content at that time. We didn't know, whatever. That's not. If you feel bad about it,
I feel bad for them.
Work on that if you feel bad. But yeah, we feel terrible about that happening. Yeah, no, 100%. But I'm not gonna punish myself for consuming content that I didn't know was being created by somebody disgusting.
Yeah.
But the way to fix that is by holding that person accountable and making sure that you're, aware of that from now on. Because I never liked Dan Schneider once I knew of him. Once started being online more and kind of understanding and knowing what he did or how he acted or behaved.
Rumors, and I was like, I don't like him anyways.
Well, it's true though. Like you see all of those
so
weird.
Gross.
Why was
Nickelodeon
such
had a foot
thing? Nickelodeon itself had a foot fetish, bro. I don't know. Like
the sign was a foot.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. Just hearing everything, because I've seen clips and I've seen videos, and I watch a reactor. Her name is Ash. I remember. I think it's Reacts by Ash. I think that's her YouTube channel. She's really cool. She's really funny. She's if you guys dig my kind of humor or vibe, I dig her kind of humor vibe, and my friend Liv also, and I think me and Liv are pretty similar. I don't want to say that I feel like me and this Ash YouTuber are similar in a sense of our comedy, but I feel like the vibes are chill. It's a good time. It's like hanging out with someone. Like, I don't know if you guys ever watch a video and you're just like, yes, this is chill. This is a good good vibe. Yeah, comfy. That's what it is. But she's like me, or like just a gal, a pal. She reads the room. She's got that sass energy. But she played Dan Schneider's fucking self-produced, self-published, self-directed fluff piece. He
didn't produce that.
No, he did.
He did.
Did he? Oh.
Yeah.
He's the one that
I saw like 5 minutes of it. I'm like, I'm bored.
He literally decided to record it himself. Hired the interviewer
on the interviewer. You know, yes.
The interviewer, by the way, was T-Bone or whatever his name was.
Oh my god, bro! I can guarantee he went through his little like checkbook or his little contact list on his hand. I don't know. I'm assuming he's stupid or some shit. He just has to be an idiot. He's got the names on his hand, and he's like, I can't understand that one, and everybody else on this list, I will not work with me anymore. The only one that's gonna work with me is fucking T-Bone. And I think the reason why I'm so negative or throwing negative connotation towards T-Bone, I think, and I'm pretty confident saying that I'm pretty sure he has some like shitty point of views on certain like things that pertain to the LGBTQI plus community and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure. There is some, from what I remember, there is some type of negative vibe to him. So I'm not surprised that he is the interviewer, but like just the vocabulary that he's using at certain moments, and he's like, all right, Dan, I got to push back on that. And it's like, what the fuck did Dan say? Where the fuck, why? He paid him to come off hard and like tough towards him at some points, but it's not there. It's just not there whatsoever. It's like insulting. Like, it's already gross enough that you're already a piece of shit, but then you go ahead and you try to make this your own fluff piece, and you do it poorly, and it's just so like, it's so disrespectful. It's so gross. It just ick as a person. That's Dan Schneider.
Yes.
Ugh.
Away from him, like obviously, like the main thing about the biggest takeaway that a lot of people are doing is that Drake Bell was like one of the biggest name that was put out there as being the victim. You know, what's it called? A lot of people apparently were giving Josh Peck shit.
Oh yeah, they were giving him shit.
Because they were
I saw
like
his video.
Yeah, because they were like
Drake's video.
Because they were like saying, why haven't you said anything about this? Why didn't you do blah blah blah, whatever the fuck. But on top of that, also like right after the documentary came out, I guess he put out a video, a TikTok. It was just some dumb little TikTok. Basically, kind of just it was a voice dub. It was some stupid
Josh
joke.
Peck, right?
Yes, Josh Peck. It was some dumb little video that honestly, had that video not come out, it really wouldn't have mattered. But it's just the context just happened to look like he was talking about the situation, which he wasn't. But anyway, you know, a lot of people were giving him shit, and Drake came out and saying like, hey, like just wanted to update you guys. He did actually reach out to me personally. You know, he basically told him like, oh dude, like reached out and told him like, you know, his sorries or whatever it is that he wanted to say, but I guess they're in good terms. But my main thing about that whole takeaway was like, yes, I understand that Josh was their co-star in that show, but at the same time, I don't think it's his place to really say something if Drake wasn't comfortable at the time, and especially right now where it's just like, why would he even? I don't think he should be like focused on the internet and worrying about what his followers are saying. Instead, he should be checking up on, you know, his friend or at least acquaintance, you know.
Yeah. I mean, I was gonna say not only that, like to just add more to what you're saying is like Josh just came out with like multiple podcasts and multiple interviews saying like he had a big fucking drug and alcohol addiction when he was like on the show when he was growing up. Like he had his like he's sober now. Like he doesn't do anything. He doesn't smoke. He doesn't do, but like he had his choice. Like I think he got like addicted to like opioids and shit like that from what he had said. But yeah, like he had his fair share of issues. So it's like, I'm sure like if all that happening, like he wasn't fucking mentally there. Like he was dealing with a lot of like things and growing up, like the bigger guy that he was, like he's made jokes about like this now. And like, he's came out publicly saying that he's lost his virginity to his mom's friend. Like,
yeah,
like
it wasn't really his mom's friend. It was just some lady that lived in the same apartment. No. So
whatever. But it was like to like fucking fix her remote TV or whatever, and he fucked her a bunch of times, and it's like that's why he lost his virginity.
Good for you, Josh.
Yeah, and it's like that's when he was still a bigger dude, you know.
No, he just started losing weight, but yeah, he was still bigger.
Yeah. But like, you know, it's like he was coming down from fucking therapy and a bunch of personal like mental health issues. So it's like it sucks. Obviously, like what happened to Josh to Josh and also to Drake. But it's like it's so weird when I like see people are like, why aren't you defending him? Like, why haven't you said anything? It's like the dude had to deal with his shit already as it is. Like, and plus he's a married man. Like he wants to live private with his wife in his life. Like he chooses what he wants to show people now. Like he doesn't just fucking is out there with everything. I think
that's a smart thing to do.
Yeah,
like, obviously, like I think people are getting way too used to. We talked about this many times about what's that term, Lee, of like people like vicariously being thinking that they're your friend or whatever, like an online person. Parasocial. Yes. We've talked about that whole aspect a lot here, like of people just being way too parasocial and just getting way too involved in these people's personal lives when they don't know them on a personal level.
Yeah.
And it's just, I think everybody's, at least a lot of people who are online chronically are starting to get to that point where it's like, you know what? I don't want to show everything. I think it is smarter to just, you know, reserve some of this stuff. Because, I mean, obviously a lot of creators, a lot of people do already do that. But especially like in the early days, you know, people just put up everything, everything about their lives. And it's like, I don't know. A lot of the stuff is just better left unsaid. Leave it to yourself. What's that? It's like keep to yourself and just don't bother others, type of thing. You know, don't start shit with
especially
anything.
If you were never in that space,
right? But yeah, I don't know. I just I'd seen that, and like obviously that was like the biggest, I think, talk for a while. I think that whole controversy came out literally like a few days after we recorded last week, and I was just like, shit. If we had waited a couple of days, we could have recorded about it right away. But anyway,
people were also trying to like bug Ariana for that shit, and I'm like, she ain't gonna respond to that. She's in a different fucking level.
You know
space.
Who too? Amanda Bynes.
Yeah,
because I guess they want her to talk about it too, but it's
and that's fuck, dude. It's fuck because it's like Amanda Bynes really fucking went through it. Like, people were bugging. I had just seen an interview where they did Miranda as well.
Mm-hmm.
And like everybody in the comments is like asking her to like talk about it, and then like they did a good job of not even mentioning it because it's like they don't want to talk about that shit, dude. Like I hopefully, I mean, you know, it's like it sucks. Not everybody went. I mean, luckily, not everybody went through that type of abuse or weird shit. But you know, for the ones that did, like I get it. But everyone's like trying to involve these people, and these people don't want to be involved. Like they're already dealt with their drama in the past. You know?
I was gonna say, a lot of people don't want to relive it, and that's fair. I don't know. Also, like, do you think, for like example, Miranda? Oh, I guess not. I was gonna say maybe Miranda's still under like hush contract, essentially. Like, you know how, I think it was Jeanette in the book that Jeanette McCurdy put out. She had talked about her possibly being paid off. Yeah, like how.
I don't think they took hush money. I think they all talked about it at some point where it's like none of them took the hush money. They were just like, we just want to get past this like point in our lives. Like, fuck all this.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. That makes sense.
I was going to say that I think I saw on TikTok there was, I think, a star. I wish I could remember his name, but he recently came out about his story. I think about he won a counter lawsuit or lawsuit from his own abuser. I think he was a manager at the time. From somebody that worked with him on his show. I think it was from Nickelodeon too. And he felt compelled to like share a story and experience or whatever because of Quiet on the Set. And I think that even with all, like, obviously with them like sharing their story, and I think that it is important for people to share their stories like that, stories of like times where they are struggling or dealing with serious issues, because clearly they've made it past it. And it's important for other people that might be going through something similar, and to show like it's always better for the most part to talk about stuff that you've gone through or that is happening, because it helps other people kind of know that there is like,
but they're not alone.
It does get better.
Yeah.
There is more to life than just that shitty moment or shitty experience. So I think it sucks that it happened, but it's good that these things are coming to light, you know?
Yeah.
So
my only issue I think now with all that happening is like, I just hope there's people who are sharing their stories and their real things, and they're not just trying to jump on a clout train, and like basically like these type of things do affect the actual people who were like hurt by all this. Because in so many instances something happens and people start jumping in. Like there was a bunch of like fake Me Too movement things too that like was fucking people up, and it was just like they were doing it just for a moment under the spotlight, and it's like, you know,
that's what fucks it up for a lot of stuff. I mean,
that's what I'm saying.
You don't even have to have any like big notable cases for that to happen. There's always going to be fucking weirdos that try to get their little limelight, but
yeah,
you know, I don't know what I could say, because on one hand it's like, yes, in one sense you should believe people that say like, hey, like I was, you know, attacked, harassed, whatever, by this person in this way. But on the other hand, I don't know, there should be I think there should just be repercussions for people who get caught out in a fat lie. Like, unfortunately, there isn't. It sucks.
I agree. I think there are those times where it does happen that people that do lie about those types of allegations or actions, I believe that they should face some type of punishment, and I think they do. I don't think for the most part they're like let go or released scot-free. But to put into perspective, on average, the statistic of reported assault is only 35% out of like 100% of them, you know, in like percentage wise. And within that 35%, only 2 to 10% of the allegations in the past 20 years, from 2010, for instance, like the results were put out in 2010, was recorded over 20 years, only 2 to 10% were fake. So with that being said, I will always be on the side. I think everybody should, not to be like that they're saying that they don't believe in the victims first. I think it's just important for everybody else, and the vast majority of people, like, even though there are those cases and they're rare, the math does show that. I'd rather be wrong on the victim side than wrong on like the accuser side, you know, or not the accuser side, the perpetrator side. Yeah. Like, I'd rather be wrong in believing someone dealt with something very traumatic and terrible than be wrong when I'm trying to defend someone from the fact that they did something rude and terrible and disgusting, you know?
Yeah.
So I think just thinking about that, what side would you rather be on that kind of, you know, with what you're facing, you know? I think
it's the brain, our brains itself just being like, oh fuck, I was wrong. Like, obviously I should learn from that and be like way more cautious than, you know, than before or whatever. So it goes from like this being that 10% thing, like, oh, it barely happens, if I got it wrong, oh well. It's become more of like, oh fuck, I got it wrong. That means I should be questioning everything, and then it just gets even worse for that person or certain people.
A slope.
Yeah,
a downward slope at that point.
Because like it does feel shitty if you believe in a person, they turn out to be a liar, and then you're just left looking like the fucking idiot, rather than you believing the person, they're right, and you're just like, okay, cool, that's cool, I believed, yeah, whatever,
right?
You know,
yeah.
But no, you're right though. It's as far as like all of that stuff. Always, I think you should always believe the victim to an extent. I don't think you should be
100%
to the point.
Right. Yeah. Don't ever take anything at face value. I think we've all like talking or listening
after the Amber Heard case. I think everybody learned that very well.
And like hearing what we talk about and like our viewpoints, I feel like I can confidently say with like regards into our viewpoints is we don't take anything at face value. Don't take anything at face value. You should question everything. You should look at all the facts. You should try to see things from different point of views, different perspectives, hear other sides. It's very important to be in the middle and then once you finally have enough facts and you're confident in your decision or choice, then by all means, like we said, you have every right and you should share and use your voice and use your opinion. Like by all means, that's power, and especially nowadays. So, but like we said, with that being said, make sure you're confident in your choice and you know in your heart of hearts what's the right choice.
Believe in yourself and believe in your choices.
Because we won't, because we don't know you like that.
You're a weirdo. What? Oh, believe it. You're a weirdo to us. We don't know.
Yeah. Unless we know you, then like talk to us, spill the tea. Okay, yeah, you watch us when
like
you could just
almost
hang out
all
with
of our
us.
friends are fucking weirdos, bro. And
that's true.
That's what makes us fun. I think
that's true.
Unless you're like, no, because
if we
we're friends.
If we weren't interesting, we wouldn't have interesting friends.
True.
That's true.
Interesting people attract interesting people. So yeah,
or weirdos.
Or weirdos. I don't know where to go off of that, so I think we're just gonna go on to our favorite segment. What's it called? Final remarks / Rex recommendations. Whatever you've been obsessed with, whatever you want to share with the class. Yeah, I don't know. Lee, go first.
Hi. So for recommendations, I recommend it's your boy's favorite band, Good Kid. They released their 4th EP. A couple of songs I've recommended. It's an EP, so a couple of them are on there. I think the last 2 songs, or the last 3, I think it's the last 2, they are the brand new ones. If I remember, it's Promise and I think Dance Hall. I think that's the name of both of them.
Dance.
They're really good songs. It's Good Kid, and they're in town. I think the tickets are only like $85 from the last time I checked. Might be going after of course I pay Richard back for my portion of the soundboard, because I'd want to make sure I do that before I'm like, I love this band, and Richard still doesn't have his money. That would suck.
If this band ever fucking listens, somehow come across this podcast, you guys owe us some money, because this man free advertised you since
at least give him
now,
a shirt.
Fuck a shirt. Give us some money.
It's a recommendation portion. What do you guys want from me? It's like what we
do. If you guys ever come across our podcast,
it's what we
Richard's
do.
emails in the description below. Email him.
But yeah, so I feel like that's just kind of like a throwaway a little bit. Like, you guys are gonna know I like them. It's an EP. You've heard their songs before. The other 2 like real ones. It's Magnetic by Illit. This is a K-pop group. It's like New Jeans it sounds like if they were a little younger and a little bit more poppy, but I like it. Their songs all over fucking K-pop TikTok. So if you're in any fraction of that space, you've most likely heard it and seen the dance.
Yeah, one of my friends is always posting this shit.
Yeah. And Steve is kind of in that space a little bit, so I'm not surprised. I'll give you guys a second to listen to it. It's a good song. It's cute. Oh, the dance is really catchy. I'm just looking for hand movements, so it's a good time.
I do a K-pop dance, Steve. Go.
Yeah, do a dance. Do you know any dances, Steve? Any dance moves?
Fake fan.
No. I was gonna be like, I'm a grown man.
Father gentleman.
I got you.
I'm glad you remember how it goes, because I didn't.
Yeah, I did. This man said, I'm from LA, fool. Just threw up a bunch of signs.
Leave me alone.
Hopefully
Richard just Henny.
Richard's just gonna blur them with like cats on his hands.
Stop telling him how to edit shit.
I'm not telling him how to edit shit. I'm making suggestions. I'm throwing in suggestions in the suggestion box that exists in my head. Head theater. I never close my theater.
You should put those little K-pop ones that people use.
A good idea. Sorry, what? No.
Richard likes that. That's what he recommends.
Everyone loves head.
You know, there are some people that don't.
Weirdos. A lot of people who don't.
Yeah. So the second song is if you don't want my love by Jalen Ngonda. I think that's how you say it. Jalen Jalen space Ngonda. Ngonda. I think that's how you say his last name.
Yeah, if you just put if you don't, it's like the song that pops up.
Yeah, it's got a lot of views. Has a bunch of monthly listeners. This is my first time ever stumbling across his music. It's nice. Oh. It's really cool. Reminds me a lot of my 70s, my mom's
like soul
R&B, soul stuff like that.
Yeah, I was like, this is very out of your space.
Yeah, no, I like that kind of stuff. Dope. It reminds me, like I said, it reminds me a lot of what my mom and my dad used to listen to. Mostly my mom, like being on the computer on Cartoon Network, playing like the Teen Titans fighting game, and my mom was making breakfast in the kitchen. She'd be listening to like music like this.
Where'd you hear this song?
TikTok, just scrolling. It was him singing it, and I thought it was like somebody just doing a cover for the song. And great singer, beautiful man, and it was just like, this has to be like somebody else. And I looked at the comments and they're like insta saved to my Spotify, and I was like, oh shit. So I clicked on his profile, and that's just kind of his thing. Of course, he's an artist, so he's performing his songs or singing them, and it's awesome. He sounds awesome, and I listened to a couple of his songs, so that was really good. It. So
it's literally giving 70s vibes. Like what's that one? What you won't do? That song that's also trending on TikTok. The what you won't do for love. No, I think it's like Bobby Caldwell.
I can't get up. Oh God, I can't.
Yeah, that's it. That's the one you're thinking.
I just got to let you know.
Yeah.
Oh. I was like, what the?
Yeah, Bobby Caldwell. That's what it's called.
Yeah.
That's a good song. Yeah. So it's kind of like that vibe. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I like it.
So yeah, three different vibes. Fucking what? I don't even know what it is. Punk rock, kind of alt punk rock. Maybe
I say like Midwest punk type of thing.
Midwest punk, K-pop, or 70s inspired soul R&B. Take a pick. It's a Lee. So those are the recommendations. Final regards. Make sure you approach every situation from all point of views if you can. You know, look at all the facts. Don't be afraid to make sure you fully understand the situation before you share your opinion or voice on an issue, a matter, or a fact. Yes. That's my final regards, and I don't think I have any fuck yous. I'm trying to think. Oh, fuck you to the dude that like just almost cut and hit my fucking car today when my dad was driving and we were coming home from work. People in LA are driving like fucking assholes. The rain's over and everyone's like got stir crazy and they're driving like idiots.
I've been
you guys.
I've been in 3 almost accidents within the past week.
My car got recalled.
Shit is aggravating. So Steve is not having to deal with it as much as we are. Yeah. So
well, I'm also driving my dad's 4Runner and I'm like, go ahead, try to hit me. You gonna blow up? I ain't.
That's me driving the big ass car for work, and it's just like, you hit me, I'm not the one that's gonna be hurting.
I'm not gonna blow up. You are.
No, you hit me. I'm gonna be in so much pain that work is just gonna have to take care of it.
Bro, you can't even lie about that shit with my dad's truck.
I was gonna say. I think you say Richard can't because he's like a medical person, so they're gonna be like, all right, get him in the X-ray right now. Get him in there now.
Every person in here's hurt.
They're like, I don't see any issue, and he's like, it hurts here. It here. I'm pointing at my heart for audio only.
Yeah. All right.
Anyways, that's it for me.
Cool. Steve, go ahead.
Steve.
I have no music. Wow. Honestly, I've just been in a loop to like my own music. Nothing that I haven't shared, to be honest.
Okay.
Final regards. Give homeless fake money.
Oh my god.
And that's it.
Oh. Satire.
Satire.
No.
Imagination, mind theater, head theater, headspace.
Is that it?
That's it.
Okay. Richard.
Anyway, all right. I was gonna make this a topic, but I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna make a recommendation. For people who haven't heard of this person, his name is Dr. K. I think we brought him up once on here. He's a YouTuber streamer. He's a therapist, basically.
Oh, the psychologist guy, yeah.
Yeah. He released a video a couple days ago. It's called Analysis Paralysis is Holding You Back. And the whole thing basically goes into like people's, at least a lot of people's kind of brains slash psychiatry or whatever, where you kind of get overwhelmed with these amount of choices slash like payoff in a sense or whatever, where you just get stuck in this like, oh, you had all of these choices or whatever, but you just got stuck doing nothing essentially. So I remember us having a talk a while ago about like, for example, I think it was me and Lee that related a lot more when it came to like time or stuff like that. Like, why would I spend time doing blah 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 when
time
I could
management
do,
activities,
when I could do
like
this
that.
blah, if it makes it feel more fun or whatever, blah
instant
blah.
gratification.
Kind of, but the whole thing is like, he kind of went into that and kind of talked about ways to kind of get around it slash, in a way, kind of trick your brain into like being a lot more productive slash being, yes, exactly, proactive. So like in his example or whatever, I remember him like being like, he said that say you had let's say a $20 bill, and there's this item that's worth $20, and for normal people it would just be like, all right, here's a $20 bill, give me the $20 item. But for a lot of other people, it's like, I have this $20 bill, I could spend it on this, but I have so many choices with this $20 bill, I could spend it on so much more, like three $5 items plus five single dollar items, things like that, basically. And then you just get stuck in this loop where it's just essentially you don't do anything with the money, you just keep it because
you're paralyzed with indecision.
Exactly, you're paralyzed with indecision slash the possibility of wasting it,
your own mind,
of wasting it on something that you don't even come out to like or need, right? So yeah. There's a lot more to it. Like, go watch the video. I honestly think it really did help. It helped me a little bit in a way of just understanding myself a little bit better. But overall, the guy's also really cool. He has a lot more stuff to talk about, things like that.
One of the comments and like the first comment is like by the profile. It's, I'm analyzing the video's title and thumbnail to decide if I watch it now, later, or not at all. I'll keep you guys posted. I do like the second one. Just this is the last one I'm reading. I spent years being afraid of the worst possible outcome, quote unquote. Turned it into, no matter what happens, it can be solved, quote unquote.
Yeah.
Feels so much better. So I think that's a pretty cool way to view things.
I don't know. I saw this one, and I had also seen another video. I basically of this guy who this is his words. I don't know if it's really true or whatever, that he basically he's going to college now, but he's never been on a date or anything like that. And I guess it can relate to a lot of people because they're scared of rejection, right? And basically his whole thing of, I'm going to get over my fear of rejection by going up and asking 100 girls out on a date. And
I know.
So I watched the video. It was good. It was a good video. It was funny. He's very funny, charismatic. But yeah, I don't know. I guess the whole theme around what I've been seeing essentially is just don't get stuck in your own head. Sometimes, the fear is more in your head than it is actually out there in the world. So, don't be afraid, I guess. Yeah, go watch that. And then as far as music, I have two. The first one is called Dayflower by Cathedral Bells. This one is more echoey, indie for sure. But I don't even know like how else to like describe it, but I like it a lot. It gives a very like running in like field type of thing / with like fog. I don't know. I like it.
Yeah, it feels like a summer night.
Yeah,
it's not too hot, it's not too cold, and you're able to like see, like you're outdoors, you're able to see everything because the sun is so bright, or the moon is so bright that it's basically a night light in your surroundings. I can see that. Throwing some fireflies, call it a music video.
That's a good music.
White girl dance.
Steve, hit him with the white girl dance. Do it.
Stop.
Anyway.
Stop.
My hair is longer, dude.
All right. Anyway, and then the second song is called "Between Days." Between Days by Far Caspian.
Between Days.
By Far Caspian. This one is a lot more I showed it to Steve. I think you were in the car too, Lee, but I'm pretty sure you were asleep at that point. What's it called?
I'm an EP boy.
This one reminds me a lot of Tears for Fears, the Everybody Wants to Rule the World song. It's just in the same kind of...
yeah. I
kind of
took
the
this
same
song from
tempo.
you.
Yeah.
It's in my likes.
It's a good
It's like
song. Very chill, very... I don't know how... It's just a complete chill vibe.
It's just a good
And I love
vibe.
it so much, yeah. So, yeah, go check this out.
Oh, what a pleasant day drive.
Right.
Oh, how nice.
But not if you live in LA.
In my head, it's just that magical, for some reason, moment you're driving. The only time I get that is on Dockweiler Beach for some random day in the middle of the day during like an hour before lunch, like around 11 a.m. That's when you get that, like, at least you get a little bit of beach.
You're such
before
an
traffic
aesthetic
hits.
bitch.
I know.
Anyway, that's all I got. I pretty much hit with final remarks. Just don't be afraid to go out and do stuff for the first time, or just explore the world. But anyway,
Don't be afraid to give homeless people money, dude.
don't be
Don't be afraid of rejection. Rejection should be afraid of you, you confident bitch.
yeah. Anyway, thank you guys for listening. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment letting us know your thoughts about anything and everything we talked about. Share with all of your friends and, I don't know, lovers, ex-lovers, I don't know, side bitches, whatever
That
it
failed
is.
relationship. You know that person you've been wanting to text? Send them our video. Start with that.
And
Open
tell them,
conversation.
hey, they made me
Oh.
think about you.
Yeah.
Don't tell
Hi,
them what
the
part.
person that sent you this video wants you to know that they're interested in you and might want to put their finger in your butt. Hit them up.
Or they want you to put it in theirs.
You should really
Run,
hit
they have
them
bad
up.
credit.
That's also a good warning. If they have bad credit, don't even think about it.
Anyway. All right. Thank you guys. Have a good one. Stay safe. We love you guys, and we'll catch you guys next week. Oh, wait. Forgot. Go check out our gaming video. I'm pretty sure it's out by now. And also, yeah, no, that's it. Bye.
Joe!
Cool.
They're fucking.
You kissing. They're kissing.
They're scissoring.
Nah,
Oh
that's
my god.
that's that kissing you do when you fuck.